Yeah, you ready?
Hello, yes. Hello, I'm here to talk about Jazz Coleman. And I only just realised why. I mean, I always talk about Killing Joke, it's the only thing I talk about ever. But I realised what it is. It's a perspective on life. What I value most, I think, is people have a different take on life. He was the lead singer of a band called Killing Joke, a punk band. Now, they were the scariest band ever. It was crass. They were saying nasty things about Jesus, and they were being mentioned good. But they were put. It was an occult ritual that put them together. I'd never even heard of this. When I was, this is me in my Killing Joke T-shirt. The one thing I was sure the world was going to end in an apocalyptic nuclear breakdown or a disease or something. And you forget there's an 80s comeback. And the 80s was shit, you know, that's magic. And there was no internet, there was nowhere to find new music. All you really had was John Peel and people's jackets that had logos in them. And you look at jackets and think, well, they're good and they're crap, so you must be an idiot. And so this is Killing Joke. There were tribal drums, a bit like Adam and the Ants. There were noisy guitars like the Sex Pistols. They had a funk bass thrown in. And Jazz Coleman, he's there on the left. And they sounded like this. There should be a sample at this point.
Hopefully.
Oh shit, turn it up, turn it up. Oh, wait, you won't like it, nobody likes it except me. But, there's just 15-second samples. Have we not got them?
No, they're not working.
Shit, we've got another one now. And it gets worse. This was Jazz playing keyboards. It's atonal, it's slightly out of tune. It hurts most people. And I loved it. And you've got to remember, this was before goth. This was before alternative music. And then it all went wrong. They got popular. Here they are on top of the pops. They started having hits. And I was quite excited at the time because this was the only show that was on before bedtime. That was, look there. Do you see the math thing? Jazz had apparently, at this point, I was really used to things going wrong. The Sex Pistols had turned into Public Image, they were rubbish. Adam and the Ants had turned into Prince George. Joy Division had turned into New Order. Everything went wrong. Killing Joke, look, he got perm! The music was shit. And he was saving up money. He was in Iceland, and he was saving up money to pay for an army, because the world was going to end. Now the thing is, whilst he was in Iceland, he realised he had the vision, a sort of calling, to do symphonic composition. And he wrote all sorts of symphonic things he won Grammy Awards for. He worked with the Prague Orchestra. He got commissioned by the Royal Opera House. He went to New Zealand and did something with them. There's a film made about him doing all this. It was the source of this. The president was going mad. Now, when he was in New Zealand, he changed the national anthem. He made friends with the Maoris and basically said, shouldn't the first verse of the national anthem be in Maori? Now, imagine being the sort of person who goes to a country and changes the national anthem. Now, 10 years, I lost touch with him, and I was decorating a house, and I remember I fell on the bed, and there was John Peel playing, and this song was recorded, which we're not going to hear, but it was recorded in the Great Pyramid. They'd bribed their way in, and it could only be one band because it had mental synths, it had crazy singing, and the next sound file that
it's not going to work either.
Has him just singing the word asteroid, which nobody likes. It's just, but you try doing it. If you just YouTube the asteroid thing, I've sung along and it made me cry. You know, it does actually hurt. So, now we've got the internet, I now find out more about all of his lyrics, and you know, I didn't know that we were genetically modified by aliens, and the New World Order and Illuminati were kind of killing us with chemtrails and things. But one of the things he did say, because I've obsessively watched everything he's ever said, within 20 months our economy will collapse. The only thing he got wrong then was the time scale. And so, yes, he is completely and utterly mad, but he's also got these gems as well. So 2012 is a fantastic year to get into Killing Joke, if you want anybody to think about it. They've got a film coming out. I think Jazz is all at the proms. They seem to be ramping up their production to do an album a year. And this left me, it was this perspective that just made me laugh out loud in the office this week, which was, they said, what's the ambition of the band? I said, well, we're going to bury each other. And they said, but we're going to appoint a successor so that we can piss people off for the next 100 years. And I just thought, how fantastic for a punk band, for Flash in the Pan, to say, this isn't just about me, we're going to be making noise and irritating people for years and years to come. What a perspective.